What's up, guys? West Coast Picks here, and today I pulled out a challenge lock from the Dairywhip bucket, and I pulled out Went For It by Dairywhip. This fifth lock is a Wiser type rim cylinder. Looks like a WR3 or WR5 or something like that. And it's got tape going around it. Maybe keeping these caps in. I don't know, maybe he pulled those caps out to thread it or something like that, but it looks like he's probably done some work to the top of this thing. Guess we will find out. So let's get this thing in the vise. See what we can do about getting in here. Now these Wiser keyways are very wide. So you can see there's a lot of flop here. So if you have to do any manual setting of pins, it becomes a little difficult with that much flop. But I definitely don't have something thick enough. That would be like 70 thousandths or something like that. So let's get at her and see what I can do. All right. Start at the back, a little bit of a false set out of 5, touched 4, and got a little bit counter and then a bit more of a false set. There's 3. More on 5. Or maybe some fell down. More on 4 here. Does not want to go. I'll try from the ledge. Yeah, I might have to counter manually to get this to set. This is where it gets difficult. Really? Same as on like 1. It wants me to manually counter it. Wow, all the way back to the center, but I did get him, so there's that. Yeah, now 5's doing it, or 4 maybe. Wow. Not easy. If I had the proper tension, it should probably be a lot easier, but you work with what you got sometimes, right? 3. Oh. 1. Let's give me more counter here. It's almost right up at the top, so. Wow. Let's go off the ledge. Get it? No. Still got it. There we go. Wow, okay, 1 was right up at the top. Dropped other things to set them. Whoop, and I touched 4 and we're open. Wow. Alright. So yeah, a little tough to manually set when your tension wrench doesn't really fit in it properly. But anyway, guys, what I've been thinking of doing lately is, since I do like showing the bitting on the key, I was thinking, as you can see, it is picked. See, it's fully picked. I was thinking of unmummying the keys and trying out the lock before I even take it apart. And that's just to, you know, show how smooth the lock works and stuff like that. Is part of pinning up a lock. For me, my number one idea of pinning up a challenge lock is to make it actually function as a lock still and not be unreliable. So I like to check to see how other people are doing. Ooh. It works. It does. To be honest, it's about typical for a challenge lock. But not even close to smooth. But it doesn't need to be. I just like to check that and to make sure the key works and everything. So, yeah, pretty good bitting there. We have one is, like I said, right up at the top, and then the very deepest on 2, and then 3 is right up at the top again. So, pretty damn good. Very, very catchy though. Anyway, we got her open. Let's see what Dairywhip put in here. I am betting that there's a bunch of spools in there, and maybe some serrations. Alright. Let's see, actually another benefit of having it locked with these clips is also that you can get them off pretty easy just by using your pry bar. And getting it in the track there. And reefing it out. It's a lot easier. And I am going to get the key in, get a shim in, and take a look at this thing. It's kind of working out, but there must be something very T-pinish in there. Alright, we're going to risk it, guys. Yeah, lucky me. Alright. The shim didn't go all the way through, but I didn't flub it, which is good. So we do have key pin T-pins everywhere, as you can see. There's 3 of them in there. 4 of them maybe even. No threading or anything. Let's see what's in here. T-pin. Even deeper T-pin. Standard. And another T-pin. And what I found when you have locks sticking a lot, I've been working on my locks a lot lately, and I've been getting more and more smooth all the time. And what I find is when you have a T-pin, it leaves a nice hard edge, and you should actually round the edges just a little bit with sandpaper or something like that, because it stops it from catching in the plug. So we got all unmodified chambers in the plug there. Alright, let's see what's up in the Bible. Yeah, this one looks like a slightly reduced diameter too, so when you have a reduced diameter on top and bottom, I fired out the back. You have a pin and pin here. Don't know where the other half of this pin is. There it is. Alright. So, it is a wedding cake pin and pin. Awesome, I like to see pin and pins. Looks like it's the standard T-pin from a lab security pin kit for the inner. Whoa, okay. So this one is another one. I'm assuming I got that other one upside down then. Unless it's supposed to go in the opposite way, but this one definitely came out like that, so this one must too. But there was a wafer on the top of this one, making it kind of drunken spool style, and there wasn't one on the first one, unless I lost it. Alright, this one's definitely the T-pin, came out bottom ways. And there's another, oh, jeez, it'll come out the back of my plug. Another one of these wedding cake outers. With a wafer. So I don't know, maybe I lost the wafer off the first one. Maybe Dairywhip can let me know. I have a ton of wafers. I can always just put one in there, even if I can't find the one that might have been in there. But I didn't see it come out, and don't see it anywhere here on the table, so not sure. Very cool though. I like pinning pins. This one has got them in spades. So we got another. This is on 5. Pretty much the exact same setup. Yeah, and very, very beautiful pins. A lot of work done to this lock. Very awesome. You often don't see pin and pins, let alone all pin and pins. Very cool. And it's becoming more apparent that I definitely did lose a wafer somewhere. So I'll have to try to find that. But we have no modifications to the Bible. Nope, all standard. And we got some beautiful pins here, guys. Keep in mind that number 1 should have a wafer on the top, I believe, but doesn't. I'll have to look for it. If I can't find it, I'll replace it. But that's what we got in here, guys. We have in the bottom, they're pretty much all either T-pin or tapered, except for 3, which is a standard pin. But 1 and 2 are T-pins, and 4 and 5 are tapered at the top. And then in the Bible, we have some wicked pins here. These are pin and pin, spool. I guess they would be like reverse wedding cake spool. So I've done a few of these too. They're pretty fun. And they, I guess, have the wafer at the top. So I'm not too sure why. I don't really need them there. Maybe just to take up extra room. But very cool pins. And very unique feel in the lock. They all felt like spools, so they acted like spools, but they had stages to them, so yeah, pretty cool. That's what Dairywhip put in this lock. It was a lot of fun picking it, and even with my tension wrench flopping around and stuff like that, it was still tough. So thank you, Dairywhip, for pinning up this lock and sending it out to the community. Thank you for sending it to me, and thank you all for watching. Later, guys.